Today I'm discussing about the report writing depending upon the plane crash and how to write a report as an investigating officer while you are deployed in the field of plane crash. That is the reality. Let's discuss together. Okay, then Pokhara 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 Kasky plane crash in Pokhara. 7th March 2079 Pokhara. First part. This is the 7th March 2007 plane crash in Pokhara. The second part, the in charge the in charge district police office district police office district police office police office Kasky Nepal Kasky, Nepal. Then subject. First part, second part, then third part, subject. Report writing on. Report writing on plane crash. Plane crash. Then salutation. First part, second part, and third part I have already written. And then another part, dear sir, or respected sir. And then another one is also separate. You have to little bit separate. Respected sir, comma, let's start. Let's write from here. I am a police officer. I'm police officer deployed under your command, under your command, I am writing a report. I am going to write. I am writing a report. I am writing a formal report about the plane crash. I am writing a report about the plane crash and Sethi George. Sethi George means Sethi को खोज. Yesterday at 5 p.m. 5 p.m. 5 o'clock. 5 p.m. Yesterday at 5 o'clock. I am a police officer deployed under your command. I am writing a report about the plane crash in Sethi George yesterday at 5 o'clock in Pokhara. And Pokhara. I am commanding the in charge of Ram Bazar. The in charge of Ram Bazar. Ram Bazar. APO of Ram Bazar. In charge of APO of Ram Bazar. In charge of APO, Area Police Office in Ram Bazar. This is the first part. Then the second part. The second part, a twin engine, twin engine ATR twin engine ATR 72-500 aircraft belonging of AT Airlines was flew boarding 12 flew from Kathmandu to Pokhara, boarding 12 boarding 72 people, including crew member, crew member, crew member. The flight was the flight was the flight was crashed while landing on Pokhara Airport. Pokhara Airport. While landing Pokhara Airport, Yeti Airlines was flew from Kathmandu to Pokhara, boarding 72 people, including crew member. The flight was crashed while landing on Pokhara Airport. Around 8 o'clock, around 10 o'clock, I was informed about the planned crash. While landing Pokhara Airport, around 10 o'clock, I was informed about the plane crash at City Church coach near the airport. The airport. I was commanding the flash crash. I was commanding the plane crash area up to 3 days. Up to 3 days or up to 3 whole days. 3 whole days. Whole days. Whole days. I was commanding. Sorry, I was commanding the plane crash area up to 3 whole days. All the people lost their life. All the people lost their life. The dead body were transported were sent to the Gandaki hospital in Pokhara. Gandaki hospital in Pokhara. Pokhara, Gandaki hospital in Pokhara. The dead body were sent to the Gandaki hospital in Pokhara. With all the security personnel, all the security personnel of Nepal Police, Armed Police Force, Armed Police Force, and Army, where all the security personnel were engaged to rescue the dead body. The dead bodies, including civilians, were engaged to rescue the dead bodies. The civilian people also, civilians were also engaged to rescue the dead bodies. The investigation, now next last one, the investigation going on. The investigation is going on. Is going on what was actually happening. The investigation is going on what was actually happening. The handing over the recognition are engaged to recognize recognize the dead bodies, and handing to their relatives, and handing to their relatives. I have commanding 35 police personnels. If I will get the further information, information I will submit information. If I will get the further information, I will inform you. Then I need assistance. I need assistance. I need your assistance. Need your assistance for further investigation. Sincerely yours. Sincerely yours, Deepak Bania, ASI Deepak Bania, Inspector INS Deepak Bania, signature. Deepak. Okay. Let's see the report writing of plane crash Pokhara Kasky, this 7th March 2017. This the in charge district police office. First of all, you have to write in this way the address of incident happened. The incident where you are deployed, you have to mention here Pokhara Kasky 7th March 2017. This is the address of plane's crash. Or you are going to submit the report. The incident has happened 7th March 2017. This is the incident. Time Pokhara Kasky, the in charge district police office, so it is related to the police office. The in charge capital letter, district police office capital letter, Kasky, Nepal, all capital letter. This comma is here. You should remember this thing. Subject, report writing on plane crash. Just you have to mention third part. Then salutation. Salutation is a respected sir, dear sir. First of all, we have divided the report into 3 parts. First part, you have to inform who am I and what I am going to do about what. Means, suppose I am writing a letter
writing a report, formal report about the plane crash in St. George ate something yesterday.
We have to mention in the first part, very small part, but we have to mention time, date, place, incident, and you have to mention you are going to write a formal report because you already mentioned the information about this, but the formal document you are going to submit. That's why I am writing a formal report. So you have to mention this first grammar. About what? You have to mention plane crash, robbery, or something. You have to mention second. In which place you have to mention date and time. You have to mention in the first grammar. Then second part I have already described about the 5W1H who fly, but I haven't mentioned all the things because due to the space, but we have to mention all the things that related to the report that 5W1H or twin engine ATR to 70 to 500 aircraft was crashed, was flew from Kathmandu to Pokhara on 7th March 2079 or 5 o'clock in the 9 o'clock in the morning. The total number of passengers, including crew member, were 72 people. You can mention the pilot and co-pilot also, and you have to mention where the information I was informed about the plane crash in St. George by whom? By the police of airport. You have to mention, but I haven't mentioned here. I was informed the plane crash at St. George in 10 o'clock near the airport. I was informed by the police of the airport. So then I quickly moved towards the scene and protect the scene, and we were involved in a rescue operation. The rescue operation I was handled the rescue operation. We are APF, Nepal police, APF, and armed police force also deployed there. Not only those security personnel, other civilian people are involving to protect the life of the plane crash, but we were not able to protect because all the people, 72 people, including crew member, were dead. And the dead bodies were transported to Gandaki Hospital and Pokhara. Dead bodies are transported to Gandaki Hospital and Pokhara. And the deployment, I was engaged whole 3 days. I was engaged whole 3 days to manage the crime scene and to transport the dead body, transport the transport the dead bodies to Gandaki Hospital. After some time, the investigation is going on. You have to mention the last one. The investigation is going on. I am going to engage now. You write in the last paper, I am going to engage what was happening on plane crash, what was going wrong, what was the reality to happen the crashing, why the plane was crashed. I am going to investigate. You have to mention like this, and we are engaging to recognize, to find out
because all dead bodies are burnt, and it is very difficult to recognize the dead body. So we are trying to recognize the dead body and handing over to their relatives. So I need more support. I need a support for I need your support for further investigation. I am hoping that I need more support for further investigation. Is it for further investigation? Sincerely, then last one, sincerely yours, Inspector Deepak, and you have to write a signature, a name, and date. You see, first part you have to mention the I am going to write a formal report about the place. What is the things? Plane crash, and which place? Pokhara city zone. In which time you have to mention. In which date you have to mention. That is enough in first paragraph. Then second paragraph is up to you. 5W. I have already told. The plane flew from what? From Kathmandu to Pokhara. Yesterday, so this date, you have to mention the date from Kathmandu to Pokhara. How many crew members you have to passenger you have to mention clearly. In which time they flew from Kathmandu to Pokhara, you have to mention. In which time the incident plane was crashed, you have to mention date and time properly, and the place also mention. Then how many casualties were occurred? How many casualties were there? You have to find out. I mean, the 72 people were there. Dead. All people were dead, including crew member. You have to mention like this. You mention all the things. Even the in which plane you have to mention plane registration number, company of the plane, and pilot, co-pilot of the plane. You see, you have to mention like this. And which plane? Suppose Yeti, Buddha. You have to mention in this time. And the dead body you rescued. What means we rescued the dead bodies from the plane crash and transported to Gandaki hospital, any hospital or any pharmacy. You have to mention like this. Then we are engaging, and how many people are you are only Nepal police were deployed, APF were deployed, army were deployed, or civilian people are also deployed to rescue the person. You have to mention these things in this report. That is enough. You have to mention. Then last one is always in the last paragraph. Always you have to mention the investigation is going on. We are trying to recognize the dead bodies because the faces and the whole body were burnt out. That's why it is very difficult to recognize every individual. So we are trying to recognize the dead body and handing over to the related person. And we need more. We need your help for further investigation. Sincerely yours, Mr. You have to mention your name. You have to mention your post. You have to write. You have to mention your signature. This is the formal crime related report writing. We have general report writing also. We are going to discuss another general report writing next time. And first of all we discuss about it is related to the police and it is related to APR, even Nepal police. So this type report is the crime report related to the related to the investigation. Please, not only related to. Sometimes we have to suppose any or for other organization, suppose ministry, local level, provincial level. The body may form the structure of the report writing of any incident is like this. This is the incident report writing, and we are going to discuss the other related report writing other related report writing in coming days. We are going to discuss more.